All right, what's up, everybody? What's going down? I am here to give you a serious update. Talking serious stuff here, and been farting around with Bitcoin and some alts and stuff like that, and I decided to click over to total market cap, crypto total. Not total one, not total two, or total three, or others, which we will look at here in a moment. I haven't even looked at the other ones. That's the altcoin market. I am looking at everything total on the weekly. I have it on the 2-day. So we'll start on the weekly, okay? And I also have bias pulled up too, which we can kind of get into that a little bit also when the analysis is over as far as what I want to bring up currently for the market. Okay. So everybody's talking about bull market. Everybody's waiting for the top and the blow off top and all that kind of garbage. Although I do think that everybody's pretty bearish on crypto Twitter. So I think they are pretty close to being right. If we look at the weekly right now, okay, we look at the weekly right now, okay? Money flow is heading out. It's what? Oh, it's not over there. Okay, money flows at like 12. Pressure is just now coming out. Momentum wave heading straight down. This last weekly candle, we pretty much bearishly engulfed the previous one. I will turn off ace bias real quick. Yeah, you can see. So we had a bearish engulfing, almost a bullish engulfing, and pretty much a bearish engulfing with follow through for this week. And it's only Monday. So there we are with that. This right here, remember, it's November. Okay. November 2nd was Sunday's candle. The start of November. And here we are. The start of November over here of 2022, the last bull market. Okay, here. This area right here. Now, this does not look at all like this. I think we can all agree that there's the fact of this does not look like anything over here. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna just, unless we get some crazy news of I don't even know what, like who knows what. I have no idea. I don't even think news is going to help this at all. So where are we in comparison to where we are right now? So I'm looking right around here. Okay. I'm looking somewhere like right here. Right in this area. We lost the bull market support band here. We've kind of putzed around with it here like we did in 2022, the end of 2021. Same thing here. And now we're heading down. This is pointing straight down. Pressure is just now starting to come out. Pressure just now starting to come out here. VWAP pointing down, momentum pointing down, money flow coming out. Man, what percentage move? Let's just kind of see. Let's go from here to here. 28%. Let's go from here. 28%. Yikes. You know, I got this fib here because I fibbed here. So this is the 786. So this is 786 right here from here to here. Here's a 786. We putzed around here for a month and then did this little dealio here and then see you later, bye. So here's the same thing. Okay, 786 is all the way down here. So yes, we very well could come down here and do something like this. Okay, so I'm going to keep this here. Now, what's interesting to me is, oh, it's the weekly. Okay, let's go down to the 3-day. Go to the 3-day. Look at this. Okay, money flow is just now starting to come out. VWAP heading down, momentum wave heading down. Pressure's been in the negative since like what? The beginning of October. Okay, and we do something like this over here. We come over to here. Same thing here. Same thing here. Okay, money flow's coming out. Pressure's out. Momentum coming down. Let me get rid of this table here real quick because it's in my way for the 3-day and the 2-day. So we can see money flows coming out. Money flows coming out. And we don't even want to talk about this over here. This is just, there's no way we're in this situation here. Okay, I don't believe. I think we had that already here. Here, I think we had this already. So this is out of the question. This is off the table for me. If you want to talk about this in DMs, this and versus here, no problem. But we already had that here. We already had it. Okay, we already had our pullback. So no bueno, okay? We're right around this area. In my opinion, I think we're right around the end of December, beginning of January 2022. Okay, I really think so. 2-day. Now the 2-day is a little bit more of a bummer if you're a bull. Money flow's coming out. Money flow is just now coming out. Money flow is coming out here. Pressure's out. VWAP heading down. Momentum wave heading down. So very, very well could come down to this 786. Okay, 2.73 trillion. Now, what does that mean for, let's just say, the king for Bitcoin? I'm going to go to Bitstamp here because it should be a clean chart. Let's go back to the weekly, okay, for BTC here. Same thing. Pretty much looks the same thing as what Total does, okay? So it looks the same. 3-day, 3 days even coming out more. It's like right there on the edge. Right there on the edge. So yeah, we might get a little bit of a move up here for, you know, a week. We could see something like this here on Bitcoin where we come down and then come back up and retest this bull market support band here. But I feel we already did that here. I feel we already did that. So money flow is not fully come out yet on the 3-day, and it, you know, it was just kind of starting to come out here. So, you know, I don't know. I think we already had it, but we'll see what happens this week. It's going to be an interesting week. 2-day still looks bad. Money flow's coming out. See, I feel that we already had this. I feel we already had this. Yellow, we're in the yellow now. Once we start staying in the yellow, ace bias, bearish, 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 swing short for lower and midterm time frames, and we're in consolidation. Yeah, we're yellow here. We stayed in the yellow here for a little while. We kind of hit yellow and then went green a little bit, which would have been something like this here, and then we just rolled over. So I think we're going to start the rollover process, and once we stay in the yellow for, you know, a week, that's pretty much, to me, going to confirm that once we start getting red on this 2 and 3 day time frame, as we have not seen that yet until over here. Excuse me. Once we start seeing it red at this point, now I want to go back to the weekly and look at this here. We still had some pretty thick money flow here on the weekly, and we went red for a week and then caught our feet here. But here, money flow was definitely starting to come out like it is here. Momentum heading down, VWAP heading down. So I'm I'm pretty sure that once we start getting into the red on the 3-day and the 2-day, then we're going to remain there probably and start doing something like this. We never know. We could get a decent move up, a nice little, once we find our bottom, there's a 44% move. So if we do get that pullback, let's just draw a fib because they work. I don't care what anybody says. Let's say we get that full pullback down here to 85. Whew, man, 85K. Holy shit. And then we get some sort of a, let's just play it out. Let's just play out some sort of a 40, let's just say 25. So 85 to 105, 30%, 30% would be 112. We could get something similar. We could get something similar. Let's do this here real quick and see what it didn't even get us up to the 50% fib. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. And then let's just say we come right around in here. 50% fib is somewhere around 105. So, there we go. So 105 and then bear market. Very, very possible. Very, very, very possible. But total is very interesting to me, just with the fact, the way it looks. There's too much confluence with Bitcoin and total right now. If we want to go to TOTAL2, let's look at TOTAL2, everything except BTC. We're on the 3-day. Let's look at the weekly like we did last time. We'll start off with the weekly. We don't have enough information. This is why this is all yellow. So bias, ace bias doesn't have enough information here, but we don't really need ace bias for back here. We need it for over here. But we'll get something good in the 2-day and the 3-day. Ace. Looks very much like we're right here. Still, same thing. Look at this. Same thing. Money flow out, pressure, VWAP, momentum, down. 3-day. Same thing as we're always seeing. Same thing that we're seeing everywhere else. Once this money flow starts coming out on the 3-day, it's all over, guys. Okay? Once this money flow starts coming out on that 3-day, it's game over. Okay? And then 2-day just confirms it. Okay? We're just now coming out on the money with the money flow on the 2-day. Okay, it's not good. It does not look, there is nothing good about anything with the money flow coming out on the 2-day or the 3-day. Let's go to TOTAL2. I'm sorry, TOTAL3. Everything excluding BTC and Ethereum. Yikes. 2-day looks bad. Okay, it's just the same thing. It's more of the same. Here, same thing. Okay, more of the same, just down. 3-day. More of the same, down. I do want to look at others because that is excluding top 10. 3 days already coming out. And we're getting red. Interesting. Others, it's like altcoins outperformed Bitcoin here in March. Well, we're not even looking at that right now. So getting a little confused with what the chart looks like and where we're at. Yeah, so coming down. February had a nice little pump for the altcoin market. which was here. We had this little move up here and then came back down. So alts definitely did better when we found a bottom here, that's for sure. So that's interesting to me. It should be interesting to everybody else. They definitely moved a lot more than BTC did. So we had a nice percentage move of what, 42%. BTC was right around the same, 39. So yeah, okay, negligible. But anyways, this is what I wanted to show everybody is what I am seeing. We are not anywhere near anything like this here. Okay, we are pointing down like here. Okay, 3-day. So I hope that gives everybody some sort of a moment as far as like, okay, well, interesting. And I will keep everybody updated on a daily basis now. I have a little bit more time. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to show y'all. And happy Monday. Hope everybody's weekend was fantastic and starting off the week good. We will see you tomorrow.